Hello again and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Demi and this is where I record myself dabbling in software development tools and languages by bringing you my personal projects and bringing them to life. Now with all that being said, let's get straight to the meat of this video. So in the last video, we took a few minutes to talk about an application I developed a while ago. And now in this video, we are going to see if we can dive a little deeper into the idea and see if we could dig out the requirements that would need to be implemented for the application to work. So here we have the application right here on the right, and let's just look at it from a bird's eye view and see things we will need to make this work. So I'm just gonna make a multi-line comment here. Oops. There we go. Oh, where is it? Damn. There we go. So first off, we can see that there is a big terminal here where we can see all the activity that has been done through the game session. So we're gonna need a terminal. Next up, we have some sort of user system where a user can create a username and their data is stored and it's unique to them. So we'll have a user system. We also have a scoring system and a leaderboard to display the scores when the game is over. So we're gonna need a scoring system, a leaderboard. We also have some way a user can input a letter. Like for example, if I put A in here and I submit this, okay, we have A in this word. So we are going to need an input system, let's call it that, where they can submit input. We have a instruction feature, so instructions. So if I click this, it just displays it onto the screen, how to play. So we have an instruction system. We have a save system. In the event we want to save our high score, we use that. We can, in the new recreation, we might do this differently, but we have a save feature in this right now. We also have a hint system. Oops, where is it? Oh, yeah, right down there. So the hint says it's the unreasonable fear of spiders. So that has something to do with arachnid. So I think an R should be part of the word. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to need a hint system. Hint system. And just from a bird's eye view, those are like the major features we'll need to get the application running. Now these are not this is not an exhaustive list. These are all the current features we can identify just by looking at it. As we start to develop the application, we will come in contact with more problems which would require more features to solve. So as we go on this app, we're constantly going to be updating our feature list right here. So now that we've figured out what we need to do to make this work, let's take a pivot and talk about what tools we'll use to make this. So currently we have the application running in a Java runtime environment. This was programmed using Java, but it's not easily shareable with basic users. Like if I want to have someone play this, I have to run it for them on my computer. I haven't packaged it and packaging it might be a hassle. So we could end up using a mobile development tool to solve this problem. We can develop this application in a mobile environment to make it more accessible to users all over the world. The tool we'll use for this would be Flutter. I'm a little bit well acquainted with Flutter. I've used it a couple times. I was making an app and then I abandoned that project. But yeah, I was making something with Flutter. We also need to account for the back end of this application. So by back end, I mean the system that will be responsible for taking care of the user system, the hints, the leaderboard, the instructions, etc. Like the things the user will not see on the back end. Now, we could go ahead and make our own back end system. However, that would take quite some time. So it would make more sense to make use of a back end as a service product, and one of them that I'm quite familiar with is called Firestore. I think it's called Firestore. Is it Firestore? Firebase. Yes, not Firestore. It is called Firebase, and Firestore is one of the products they offer. But yes, we will make use of Firebase to solve this, to provide a backend for us while we write this. And then also we shall do this using, and we shall write this using our Android Studio IDE, because well, Android Studio is pretty good for mobile development. So I think that handles most of the tools we'll need. So let's move on. Now, I know most of this will be a lot of info to consume all at once, but it's interesting how we can always go deeper and expand on this even more. But with all that being said, that's a brief overview, and in the next video we can get into some actual nitty-gritty and setting up the project for development. And if you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe to grow the channel. And until next time, peace.